To get things started with the general program, I would like to introduce Dr. Jennifer Kulics, University Ombuds.
Good morning, everybody. I have to follow the president? Okay, so you already can have some mercy on me, right? Again, my name is Jennifer, and my position at the university is called Student Ombuds. Has anybody heard of an ombudsman? Oh, thank goodness. All right. That's wonderful. An ombuds, not every institution has one, but at Kent State we have one ombuds person for students, and my position serves for all students at the university, undergraduate, graduate, and I see about 20% of my cases are graduate students. So I wanted to let you know mainly the tenets of the position. I provide you with confidential consultation. I think that's so important to remember because sometimes when you get into situations, you need confidential consultation. I'm a neutral person on campus, so I don't make decisions. So my office is not responsible for making decisions, and it's informal. That doesn't mean you don't wear a shirt, but that means that I don't have any formal responsibilities for process or decisions. They go through the normal channels of the university. Okay, so basically, I wanted you to know that's why I exist. My position basically hears about 90% academic grievances. All right, so anything that's behavioral in nature, if you have a conduct issue or there's anything that happens, a mishap or whatever it would be. If it's behavioral nature, usually our Dean of Students or Office of Student Conduct would have involvement there. But again, my position has about 90% of it is academic grievances, questions that you have about policies, procedures. I help students navigate problems and help you interpret policies and procedures of the university. I just want to remind you of some very important documents that will help guide your graduate education. One of them is certainly your graduate student orientation handbook that you received today. It's an unbelievable resource. Another is your department handbook. So whatever handbook you receive from any particular department that you're in, whether it's from chemistry to history to English, business, make sure you understand the parameters, the limitations, time limits to degree, graduation requirements, leave of absence requirements. Make sure you read through your department handbook. That will help guide your entire experience. The other entity that you want to familiarize with is the academic policies in the university catalog. They're online under the university catalog. Again, I'm there to help you understand which policy might apply to your concern. And then we also have what's called the policy register. The policy register is 9 chapters, so if you have a sleepless night and you'd like to read through the policy register, you can, but there are certain chapters in there that do guide policies that help you as graduate students. For example, a grade grievance. Let's just say at the end of a semester you realize that you earned a grade that you don't feel you earned, or you received a grade you don't feel you earned. There is a process at the university. There's always due process for you for a situation, almost in every situation. But for example, a grade grievance, you would want to speak with your instructor first. A lot of undergrads forget that step. I can make fun of them now, see, because you'll appreciate that. But the first step is to talk to your instructor. The second step is to, speak to your chairperson or graduate coordinator, usually your chairperson. And if you cannot informally resolve your concern, then there's a formal process that you can submit a formal complaint. And then there's an unbiased committee that's formed and would review your case along with the instructor. So there's processes and procedures that guide a lot of complaints that you might have, but you may not be aware of what policy. And again, I can provide consultation for you. Other policies are, for example, the class attendance and absence policy. You're going to have things that come up as grad students. Life gets in the way. You're going to have wonderful things, weddings and celebrations, and unfortunately you're going to have some sadness maybe while you're in graduate school. So you might have to be away from the classroom. If we do have a class attendance and absence policy, class disruption, cheating and plagiarism. So there are those policies that hopefully you don't have to run in with those, but if you do, you can consult your department and you can also consult my office. Let's see what else here. Communicate early and often with all your instructors. I encourage you, please. Most issues academically can be resolved if you communicate with your faculty member. They are so kind. They're there for you. That's why they're here. And communicating with them can sometimes just move you through any particular issue that you might have so that it does not escalate. If you have a medical situation, yourself, a loved one, whatever it may be, if you become pregnant, whatever issues you might have that may not allow you to return to the classroom or there's a leave of absence, you can consult the people in your department and your handbook. But if you need to speak with me about an end of the semester issue, or you have surgery, or you have something that's come up and you want to know how to guide through that situation, relative to missing classroom work, or what policy would protect you in an absence. We have an incomplete policy, so that if you have an unforeseen circumstance at the end of a semester and you have completed a portion of the course and you need time at the end of the semester, extra time, there's an incomplete policy. So a lot of these things exist that, again, you have to focus on your graduate work and your academic work, but there's people here to help support you in understanding what policies and procedures are there to assist you. You can schedule an appointment with my office by calling the phone number, again, the Ombuds number, it's 672-9494. You can also go to the Ombuds website, and there's an intake form, and you can fill that out, and then I'm able to get a little bit of background. Again, that's a confidential portal. I only have access to that, and it gives me some background and allows me to do a little homework on how I can help you. You can email ombuds@kent.edu. Or you can usually drop in. I have the least amount of drop-ins, but usually email and the intake form and phone calls are very popular. Again, I just want to remind you that my position, I don't make those decisions, but I'll help guide and navigate your process. I hear grievances all day long. So I'm a happy person. I don't go home and kick my dog. I signed up for this job, so you're not bothering me. I usually try to get back to you within 24 hours. I understand what you're going through. I deal with a lot of doctoral students at times. It depends on the time of year. At the end of the semester, you could know that I deal a lot with grade grievances and incomplete. So it's a lot of cyclical issues, but if anything comes up, feel free to email or contact me so that I can help guide your experience and hopefully make it as positive as I can. Take care of yourself. Dr. Warren said have sleepless nights. I'm telling you to sleep. So, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and know that there are other offices on campus. I want to mention them very quickly. In our Division of Enrollment Management and Student Affairs, there is the Career Services Center, for career preparation. That's not just for undergrads, that's for all of us. The Center for Adult and Veteran Services. There's recreational services for your wellness, student accessibility services for any type of accommodations that you might need, physical, emotional, mental health resources there, or accommodations with student accessibility. You're going to hear from Dr. Schell today, our university psychologist. So please know the Office of Global Education, but there are all these offices and services to support you. Make sure that you make yourself aware of the campus resources so that you can have the best experience possible. Anybody have any questions? I wish you all the best and have a great semester.